Alright, welcome back to another video. Today I'm talking about the best niches for your model on Reddit. So yeah, one thing about niches on Reddit is I feel like a lot of people kind of like restrict themselves too much. I feel like, with niches on Reddit, you can really push yourself out to a lot of different niches on Reddit. Um, and it's also just a good way to sort of test out, what works for your model and just scale her a lot faster. Like a lot of people that I know, they'll, for example, do, let's say, just boobs, like just boobs, for example, or like just feet or whatever. And they'll just stick to that and they'll scale by just doing more accounts of that same niche. But the best option for Reddit is to just try, a lot of different things. And once you can see what's working the best, that's when you can scale that. But obviously, you should still keep trying out new niches as well. And obviously, with Reddit as well, it's like, there's so many subreddits. Like, a lot of people also actually don't realize how many subreddits there are. With so many like little niches that people don't even know about. So yeah, so the main two options sort of are body and personality niches. So the best body niches in my opinion, is gonna be feet, big boobs, big ass, and small body. Um, so yeah, obviously, feet. I feel like with Reddit, it's a very popular thing, and it always works for every model. Um, it works for like pretty much every mod I've tried for this niche has worked at least like somewhat okay. Um, I feel like it's just a very popular niche that always can work well. Um, so yeah, definitely worth doing in my opinion. Just even if it's just one extra account, if it doesn't perform too good for your model, even just one extra account, I think it's always good to have for this niche. And a lot of like customers in this niche can be high paying as well. So yeah, and obviously like big boobs, big ass, all of that, it's just sort of basic body niches that always can work well. One thing I will say is I've noticed boobs do work a lot better on Reddit. I feel like Reddit overall is just more of like a boobs place than ass place. Like a lot more models do better than posting their boobs and ass. Um, so yeah, and obviously like small body, like the teen niche, like 18, 19 year old cut type of girls, they obviously always do good. And this goes for pretty much every platform, not just Reddit. These are just the best models to have in my opinion. They always perform good. And yeah. And I just put trans like by itself here because trans also works very good on Reddit. Some people, obviously, not everyone wants to do this, but some people, I've done it before as well. You can fake your model being trans. Like what some people do is they'll post in trans, non-SLW subreddits and claim that the model's trans. Simply because trans models it's a pretty high converting and high quality niche. It can have a lot of high paying subscribers. So these subreddits can do well as well. But in general, like posting in trans subreddits on Reddit is very good. And in my opinion, probably one of the better options as well. So if you do have a trans model, then you are good for Reddit 100%. And yeah, and then personality niches, the main ones I would say is like emo, goth girl, gamer girl, and girl next door. Obviously, there are others like MILF, stuff like that can work good on Reddit as well. But these, in my opinion, are probably the best options that I've seen. Models do good in. So yeah, and then last thing that I mentioned here, it's sort of something that like it can take longer to find, but once you find it, it's really good. It's more micro niche / extreme niches that can work well. They can work well or bring high quality subs too. So sort of like more kinkier stuff that you don't really see people do often. The two examples I put here: self worshipping and peeing. There's obviously a lot of other things you can do. These are just two examples, but these like sort of more extreme niches or like micro, or just I guess weirder stuff. Also can have a lot of weird subs that are willing to pay a lot to see the weird stuff they like, right? Because it's not just basic stuff like, oh, you're just showing your boobs. You're doing something a bit like pretty different to what the average girl does. So obviously the fans that see that stuff are going to be willing to pay more to see the not so average stuff as well. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Just a quick video to share some niches that I think are good for Reddit. Overall, like I said, I think the best option for Reddit is just, try out a lot of different things. That's the way we run Reddit, is we just have a bunch of accounts with different niches, testing out different stuff. And I think that's the best way to run Reddit, to really scale to big numbers. So yeah. Anyway, I got a free Telegram that will be in the description if you guys want to join. And yeah, see you guys later.